and welcome to this instructional video on how to take measurements for your dress diner dress. With me today is my good friend Maya, who's going to be helping me out as I take you through step by step each of the measurements that you'll need in order to get the perfect fitting dress diner dress. So let's get started. The first thing you're going to need is a measuring tape. Please use one of these soft measuring tapes and not one of the hard ones that you might get from a hardware store. The next thing you're going to need is a piece of elastic, and what we're going to do is tie the elastic around the waist so that we have a reference point for where the waist is, because this is something we'll use along the way as we go through. Now, for some people the natural waist is quite obvious, and for others it's not. So by using the elastic, you will find that it will automatically make its way to the narrowest part of your torso. The other thing you can do to help it out is you can just bend from side to side a little bit, that's it. And where the skin folds is where your waist is. I should mention at this point that please make sure you're wearing the foundation garments that you plan to wear under your dress. So the bra that you think you might wear, if you like to wear Spanx or Nancy Gantz pants, these sorts of things, please put them on. Don't do it without a bra and that sort of stuff, because then you're going to get an inaccurate fitting dress. Okay, so the elastic is on. The next thing we need, you don't absolutely need this, but it is helpful, is a necklace or a heavy chain. I'll just pop this on. And what that's going to do is help us figure out where the starting point is when we take the shoulder length measurement that we'll do in a couple of minutes. You will also need somewhere to record your measurements. So paper and pen is a good place to start. You can also fill these in directly on the interactive dress diner order form. And the final thing you're going to need is a friend. Today, that's me. It's really difficult to take these measurements by yourself because a lot of the time you need to stay standing upright. And so if you're standing upright and looking forward, you can't look and move to see what the measurements are. So I really encourage you to get a friend, your partner, parent, neighbor, co-worker, it doesn't matter, but get someone to help you out. Sit down, watch this video together, have a glass of wine. Well, any excuse for wine, really. Okay, so let's get started. The first measurement we're going to take is called the upper bust. And as the name suggests, it's the measurement directly above the bust line. So start by wrapping the tape around, making sure that the tape stays parallel to the floor and nice and horizontal. Now lower your arms down, and what will happen is as the arms come down, just allow the tape to expand a little bit, because as the arms come down, you get a little bit wider here. Keeping one finger under the tape and holding it firm but not tightly. Just have a look at where that measurement is. Then what I recommend, take the tape away and do it all again, because sometimes maybe you didn't quite have it sitting in the right spot. Again, arms by your side, standing tall and relaxed, and then record that measurement. You don't need to hold your breath. You don't need to try to puff out your chest or anything like this. Just stand tall but relaxed. And then of course, write the measurements out. The next one we're going to take is the full bust. So again, wrapping the tape around the body, keeping it nice and parallel to the floor. We're going to go around the fullest part of the bust. Again, staying nice and relaxed. Take the measurement a couple more times to make sure you get it accurate, and then write it down. Next we move on to the under bust, which is the measurement directly under the bust line. Might be where the bottom of your bra sits. Nice and parallel to the floor, keeping it firm but not tight, and then writing it down. Okay, the next one we're going to take is called the bust apex to bust apex. The bust apex is the point on the bust that basically sticks out the furthest. It's the pointiest part of the boob. And each boob will have one, so we want to measure the gap in between these points. So find the first one, it's about here on Maya, then take your tape across to about there. And then you write that down. The next one we're going to do is the shoulder to bust apex. So Maya, if you wouldn't mind just standing this way. The way to find the point on the shoulder is to come directly down from the ear along the shoulder to the middle of the shoulder, which on Maya actually is exactly where her bra is sitting now. Then holding the tape at this point, you're going to pull it down in line to that bust apex point. And again, write that down. Then at that same shoulder point, we're going to do now the shoulder to waist. So going straight down over the bust, down to where our elastic is on the waist. What you don't need to do here is hold the tape in and push it in under the curve of the bust line. Please don't do that. Just go over the bust and then come straight down to our waistline. Okay, next we'll move on to our shoulder length. This is where the chain comes in handy. So from where that chain is, we're going to measure the length of the shoulder down to the shoulder joint, which on most people actually lines up pretty well with this underarm crease. Another way you can find it is if you move your arm like a chicken and just have your finger here, good chickening, you'll feel where that joint is. Okay, so write that one down. Okay, next we're going to move to the lower body. So moving on to the waist, this one's really simple. Exactly where that elastic is sitting, go around the body, again holding your finger underneath it. Don't push out your stomach, don't suck in your stomach, none of these things, just exactly as you are now, standing natural and relaxed. Okay, next we're going to move on to the hips. So on every person, the hips are in a slightly different position. Some people have quite high full hips, some people have low full hips. We just have a look at Maya. Maya's fullest a little bit lower, and so what we want to measure is actually the fullest area here. It can go anywhere from here down to here, so just have a look where that point is and measure that point. Again, just going straight around the body. Stay nice and tall, and then writing that down. Okay, the next one is the waist to hem. So with our tape starting at this waist point, just hold that there with one finger and allow the tape to fall down naturally. And now we are going to decide where your dress will finish. So knee length is a pretty good place to start. Some people like it above the knee, some people like it on the knee, and some people like it just below the knee. So on Maya today, we're going to take the measurement just on her knee, letting the tape fall, and this is really important that the person you're measuring continues to stand nice and tall with their head looking out, not trying to look down, because if I put my finger here and then you look down, you'll see that this moves down. So we don't want that. So stay looking out there, and then I'll come down and go, okay, that's pretty good there. The other thing I don't want you to do for this measurement is hold the tape directly on the body, because that would give an inaccurate result. And the other thing I definitely don't want you to do is to try to anticipate the flare of the skirt that you've chosen for your dress. If you have a look at this dress here with the full gathered skirt, it comes out on an angle. So don't try to guess and say, well, I've got the gathered skirt, so it's going to come out like this, so I need that much. Don't do that. I'll take care of that calculation for you. Just simply measure from the waistline down to where you'd like your dress to finish. And then finally, the last measurement is the upper arm. You only need to take this measurement if you've ordered a dress with a sleeve. Again, as with the hips, everyone has a slightly different area where their upper arm is fullest. So just have a look where that is. And then wrapping the tape around, keeping one finger underneath, and then pop the arm down by the side. Just record that measurement again. That's it. I hope this has been helpful. I look forward to receiving your orders, and all the best. Thanks, Maya.